Also very much in play tonight, the race in Georgia, which could not be any closer. Officials indicating a recount there is likely. NBC's Blayne Alexander is there. Blayne, it may be a while before we know the winner in Georgia.
Well, that's right, Lester. Georgia's Secretary of State said today that we are almost certainly going to a recount here in the state of Georgia. The margin is beyond razor thin. Right now, Joe Biden has a lead of just 0.1%. So there are only about 4,000 votes separating him from President Trump. Now, the fact that Biden is actually leading here in the state of Georgia is a remarkable shift for a state that has gone red in every single presidential election for nearly 30 years. But with some 14,000 provisional ballots still left to be tallied, it's still anyone's race. All told, Lester, we may not know who won the state of Georgia until sometime around Thanksgiving. Lester.
All right, Blayne, thanks very much. In Nevada, Biden has increased his lead, but there are a lot of votes still to be counted. NBC's Ling is in Las Vegas. Joe, where do things stand right now?
Lester, the Clark County Registrar tells us there's no need for speed here. The focus is on accuracy. There are still 63,000 mail-in votes to be counted, along with 60,000 provisional ballots. Regarding those allegations by the Nevada GOP saying thousands cast illegal votes from out of state, the Clark County Registrar responding today, telling us there is a sizable military population here that votes from outside the state, which is legal. As for when we'll get results, the Clark County Registrar says they hope to finish the mail-in ballots by Sunday, but no word yet on when those critical provisional ballots will be done. Lester.
Ling in Las Vegas, thank you very much. In Arizona, Biden maintains his edge over the president, although the margin has tightened slightly. NBC's Gadi Schwartz is in Phoenix. Gadi, what's the latest from there?
And Lester, the race out here continues to tighten, with President Trump gaining on Joe Biden's 39,000 vote lead, but there are still over 200,000 votes left to count. Meanwhile, at this protest in front of Maricopa Election Center, this crowd supporting President Trump has been chanting "count every vote" and also chanting "recount," even though this tally isn't over yet, and many people calling this election a sham, but there's been no proof of voter fraud. And tonight, late word that it looks like Maricopa County won't have the rest of the ballots counted until sometime this weekend. Another county here in Arizona says their ballots won't be ready until next week. Lester?
Gadi Schwartz, thank you very much. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.